More on how these Supreme Court decisions could play a role in the election. We're welcoming in Niall Stanage, White House columnist with our partner, The Hill. Niall, thanks for being here.
Good to be with you, Natasha.
We'll get to that DeSantis video in just a moment, but first let's talk about SCOTUS. The partisan divide really came quickly after these rulings were handed down this week. Do you see this igniting a groundswell of voter support on the Democratic side, much like the decision that overturned Roe v. Wade did for last year's midterms?
I think it's quite different than the Roe versus Wade situation. Now, that's not to say there will be no political impact. I think there will. But what happened with Roe versus Wade being struck down was that a Conservative court overreached where the country is on that issue. So the striking down of Roe versus Wade was unpopular. Democrats were clearly the beneficiaries of that in midterm elections. Abortion rights groups were the beneficiaries in some statewide referendums, even in conservative states like Kansas. This is a different situation because, as the poll you showed there demonstrated, affirmative action is much more divisive, with in fact a narrow majority of Americans opposed to these kinds of programs and therefore in step with what the court decided.
Do Republican candidates see this as a way to rally voters to their cause?
They do, in the sense that it is evidence that elections matter. If you remember all the way back to 2016, Natasha, there were obviously Conservative voters who had some misgivings, to say the least, about then candidate Trump. But the argument was, if you come out and vote for him, he will be able to deliver, particularly on issues like the judiciary. Now, here we are, then President Trump nominated 3 justices to the Supreme Court. That is clearly going to be his most long-lasting legacy. It's going to affect some of the most polarizing or important issues in this country for decades to come. So a reminder just how important elections are.
You know, and as we just heard from Evan, some Democrats are questioning the Supreme Court's power. Do you see any changes coming to the makeup of the High Court in the future?
I don't in the immediate future, because President Biden is basically opposed to those demands from the left of his party. The president is well known for his sort of fondness for institutions and institutional norms. He is not in favour of either imposing term limits on justices or packing the court, expanding the court, whatever phrase you want to use. He's not in favour of increasing the numbers of justices on the bench. So while he is opposed, I don't see that moving, even as people on the left of the Democratic Party would like to see it move.
Okay. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.